right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Our second guest on the show today is a Nigerian singer and songwriter who just got activated to one of Africa's biggest music label, MAVIN Records. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Bayanni!
Hey. Or should we say Bayanni activated?
Bayanni activated.
Wow. I love your look first of all.
Thank you so much. I love your look too.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, so Bayanni, you tell us, just give us some story. How did you get discovered? How did you even get, and how do you feel?
First, I feel great. I feel awesome. How I got discovered, I remember writing my final papers in school, 2019, January 2019, and I was posting freestyles on Instagram, back to back, every week. And December that same year, I got a DM from Don Jazzy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what was the feeling at first? Like, did you look at it very well? Like, look at the handle. Like, is this the real Don Jazzy
Is this
or
scam?
something?
I did that, actually. I was on the page for like 30 minutes going back and forth to be sure if it was the, if it was the real page. But yeah, it was. And I replied late because he messaged in the midnight around like 2:30 a.m.
Oh.
And I replied around like 5:30.
In the space of the 2 a.m. and then that 5:30, what was the feeling? Did you not? Were you not thinking? Were you restless? Were you?
I was actually restless. I woke up 5:30. I replied 5:30. So like I was scared he wasn't going to reply or respond.
Okay.
But he did after like a minute.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So I want to know, when you eventually got to meet him, was that your first time meeting him, and how did that go?
It was my first time meeting him. It was surreal. I couldn't sit down for like 30 minutes. He kept telling me to sit down. I was like, how will I sit down?
We're talking to Magic the
Magix.
other day, and he described to us how the academy is and how you have to, some people stay 2 years, some people stay 1 year before you get activated. Yeah. From your own words, your own eyes, your own experience, what was it like going through that academy as well?
It wasn't an easy journey. You go through a lot of processes to shape you. As upcoming artists, we always have our former doings and the kind of the way we make music, the kind of things we do. Yeah. So when we get into, or when I got into that academy, I had to let go of some things. Yeah. Yeah, like I had to change the way I make my music.
Okay.
I had to evolve.
Okay.
So that's what that space is all about.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm wondering, because we've never heard anything about your family so far. Were they always supportive of you doing music? And then how did they feel when they found out that Don Jazzy had reached out and you were going to be activated?
I was
How many siblings do you have?
Five. I have 4 siblings.
Okay.
The 5 boys.
Oh, wow.
You're the first, no?
Third.
Yep, third.
Wow.
Okay, okay.
So like, I was born into a musical family. So
Okay.
Like, it was easy for me.
Okay.
My parents were supportive.
Oh,
all the way. My dad paid for my first studio session.
Wow. Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
I was asking because I know on your bio, the very first thing that's there is, Mama, I'm going to make you proud.
Yeah, I'm going to make her proud.
Oh, wow, that's so interesting. That's so cool because, you know, I was just talking to our first guest about education and him going to school and saying that he just knew that there will be a vacuum if he doesn't go to school and all that. Like, I really need you to talk to somebody because everybody wants to get into the limelight. These young people are like... I like the zeal, the energy, but they don't feel that education is important. They are just about the money. They don't feel that there is a process to it.
Education is actually important because sometimes in life, meeting the right people will help you. And for instance, for me now, I met my close G, that became my producer.
Okay.
All the times I was making freestyles, he was the one that was making the beats to those freestyles. So if I didn't go to school, I wouldn't meet him.
Well,
I met him in school. I met him part 2, when I was in part 2. And then tonight, it's like 7 years. He produced 2 songs on my EP. So like, literally, if I didn't go to school, I wouldn't meet him. So you never can tell who you meet in school. So education is actually important at the end of the day. And it is not scam.
It is not scam.
Amazing, amazing. Bayanni, let's talk about your music. How would you describe your style of music? What influenced your style of music?
My style of music is Afrobeat. Everything under Afrobeat. That's Afro R&B, Afro fusion, Afro pop, dancehall, everything.
So you're like Spider-Man, you just...
collect from everywhere. All right, guys, we are going to go on a quick break. When we come back, Bayanni will still be here with us. Let's check out this music.
Oh, wow. Welcome back, guys. In case you're just tuning in, we have Mavin's new artist, Bayanni, in the building.
Bro, that was fire, bro. That was
Yes.
fire.
Thank you so much.
And we're talking, you said it's off your EP. This song is one of the songs off the EP.
Yeah.
Self-titled
Self-titled, Bayanni,
Why did
yeah.
you title it Bayanni?
It's a Mavin thing. It's a Mavin thing, actually. So whenever an artist is coming out for the first time, which is debut project, they like to use the title, the name of the artist, so that
it sticks.
it sticks.
Yeah,
See, but what does Bayanni actually even mean?
It's of a Philippine origin. It means brave, strong, determined, fearless, and it's kind of my quality. So.
All right, so
Madu.
how I want to even know how you discovered that. Like, okay, so you just sat down and you're like, I have to create a name, a stage name for myself or something, and then you sat down and started scouting for stuff.
About go Philippines.
Or did somebody suggest it to you, or somebody just tagged you and, well, you stuck?
Trust me, it took a while. That's why I went that far. But yeah, I was going by a name before. So if I was to take it back, I was going by a name before, and the name didn't really resonate with me.
Oh.
It was just a nick.
Okay,
So,
okay.
like, so it didn't really have any. I didn't have any connection. I didn't have any connection with the name. So then when I got into the academy, Jazzy told me we have to come up with something stronger, something that has my values.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of time and processes.
Oh, wow.
Before we could even get there.
Fantastic. Well done.
Bayanni, talking about the academy, and first of all, it's a very prestigious academy.
Yeah.
Record label, Mavin,
is.
and it has an array of superstars already on it. Do you, by any chance, feel any pressure to deliver?
The only pressure I'm feeling is me making my family proud,
Yeah.
making my mom proud.
Yeah.
It's not even a pressure, actually.
Right? It's just
I know it's
normal
going to happen. So
Oh, wow, I
I'm just
love the
taking my time.
confidence. All right, now let's talk about what music industry is even doing to Nigeria right now. Like giving us some musicism, if there is anything like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and we love it. You see, people are doing well. They come out and, you know, they just put in the works, and before you know it, they are international. And because we don't know, maybe the next time we'll see you now, like...
Baby Grammy boy.
You know,
Bayanni the Grammy boy.
like, you know, awards just coming in left, right, center, everywhere. So I really want to know, like you've been seeing this, what inspiration do you draw from this, especially with the fact that it is Nigeria to the world now, not one person, not two people, not three.
I would say it's a great time to be an Afrobeat artist right now. Afrobeat is big.
It's worldwide.
It's worldwide right now, and it's still going somewhere. And I'm glad to be part of the people that are looking towards taking it there. So yeah, I feel great. Big shout out to the OGs, to the big OGs for, you know, doing a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
Big shout out. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to find out, out of all these OGs, who would you like to work with the most? Like, who are you?
Because I see
Who are you
very
constantly?
careful. You were
Yes,
like to
like,
mention names, but you know, say to be
You know,
safe,
to be safe.
let me.
Now they asked you
But
the
yeah,
question.
like who would you be hitting up Don Jazzy's phone now to say, Baba fan, help me secure this thing? Like, who is that? Or who are those 3 people? Let me say that.
Those 3 people.
That are not Mavins, because obviously.
I have a catalog though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have a catalog, and I have the songs ready.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Love it.
I have the catalog, I have the songs ready. I know if I get a link up, when I get a link up with Bado,
Yeah.
I have like 2 songs.
Wow.
For
Bayanni
the
and
video,
Bayanni.
I have like 5 songs. I don't even know how much. Like, so literally, I have the songs already on ground. So trust me, yes.
I love the preparation you put
Yeah.
into this. Like, yeah. So it comes, you're not even going,
It's not,
like,
yeah.
bam, let's do this and get it over with.
Except if they want to create something new, which I'm down
Oh,
for.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If they hit me up right now, come to the studio, I'm coming with my files.
Wow.
Love.
Bayanni, I know that you're fresh off, like right now in the industry, you're just coming out, pushing your stuff. But let me ask you something controversial.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, talking about the Twitter fight that is going on between all these artists right now, from Omah to
Benson
to
Ruga.
What's your take on it, bro?
I'm not sure I want to dive into that. I'm not sure I want to dive.
Okay, so let me rephrase the question. Would you ever be found in such a space? Like, would you ever be found like just dragging another artist for some reason?
I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm not that kind of person. I feel like fans always say what they want to say.
Okay.
Somebody that hates on you today as a fan, tomorrow can become a fan, literally. So if you pick up an offense from what that person says today, you might lose the fan that it might be tomorrow. So, like,
Very wise words.
it's just good to just stay away from it.
So your EP's out there, it's making numbers already, it's going out. What do your fans, your steaming fans already, what do they expect from you? What are the projects?
Moving on. Yeah.
What I can say is I have a lot of sweet music coming.
You already have 5 songs for Whiskey, of course. Of course.
I have a lot of sweet music, but for now, stream the EP. It's an introduction to Bayanni. I see the love, and I'm very happy about the love so far. Keep streaming.
We wish you the best, Bayanni.
Yes, quick one, your official social media handle, because I realized that there are like 60 Bayannis.
No,
on
that's
Insta.
what they
Like,
do,
what's,
just-
guys, what's the
they've cloned
problem?
it.
Like, what? Yeah, so your official social media handle.
My social media handle on all platforms don't have underscores and stuff. So it is just It's Bayanni. So it's ITSBAYANNI.
Okay.
All right.
On all platforms.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Bayanni on the show. Thank you so much for coming. We had so much fun with you, and we wish you much, much luck going forward in all your projects. And that's it with our second guest. We'll be right back after the break with our third guest. And we already told you we have a packed show for you today. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.